Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HBars 4 replay. Spelled on the top left side as the red English, we have DivineDFP. Spelled on the bottom right side as the yellow Abbasid Dynasty, we have MYI TheMista. Maybe a clan tag. Let's see, when it comes to economic techs and economic capabilities, the Abbasid Dynasty does have a powerful capability of the Tier 1 Golden Age, give 15% resource collection on all resources. Very good for all the fishes in the center map, but this one appears a bit dry in the center. There's actually not a whole lot of fishes here. In fact, there's only 4 fish deposits? This one is incredibly dry, isn't it? And most of the fish deposits are right there. Look at that. So this map is a little bit more dry than most times it is. There's a handful of wet spots over here, which is more in favor for yellow as well. When it comes to other economic benefits, the English course have incredibly cheap farms. They only cost 37 wood, and with the mill nearby, they get an incredibly high gathering rate. I do now have the economic week now being researched. The English player seems to be running a little bit slow. It's collecting quite a bit on the fishes here. Not fishes, sheep. Got a bit of wood being going up, so we can get a lumber camp there. We all got mining camps going out, and seeing the stone camp is going up, he's likely eyeing for an additional town center. Economic wing is almost complete. The council hall has been started. The scout is now moving around. He is now going for the Fertile Crescent, reducing the cost of economic buildings and housing. This will decrease the cost of his farms by 25%, was it? Or was it 33%? 25%. Won't be as cheap as the English farms, however. But with that research up and going in the Tier 1 Golden Age, he will have very similar farms to the English. So he can make use of better, improved resource collection from the berries, since he is Islam. Council Hall has been put on field. Do now have the first mill going up, provides some excellent food collection rate for the English. The English, when they get their farms up and going, they have no reason to venture out the map. No reason. Right now, these farms are providing more food than, say, deer. So why risk your units going on the field when you can simply get a sizable mill here and get an incredibly high, fast gathering rate? We do got a lot of text here by the English player. It does have his food and wood, as well as wheelbarrow. Do not have the survival techniques now being pulled out by the Abbasid Dynasty. The thing about his Golden 1 tier rate does also affect the other resources on the map, so it does compound with the, say, collecting up the deer at a better rate, as well as the fishies. We have a handful of longbowmen here, both players being a bit defensive. When it comes to Beetle Age units, there's a couple unique things that the English can do. They can pull out the man-at-arms. He does have man-at-arms now on the build queue, as well as able to pull out longbowmen, which are a good unit to mix in with either spearmen or man-at-arms. We do have a horseman here. Abbasid Dynasty, their only unique unit in this age would be the camel archers, which does do one thing, which is light melee, and they do hit pretty hard, so they're actually decent versus man-at-arms, but they're expensive, they're like 180, and definitely not cost-effective in this sort of engagement. Plus, longbowmen do have really good range, while camel archers have like a range like 3.75, something really short, and they don't move all too well. So we got now the English army advancing forward. It's going to be very hard for the Abbasid Dynasty player to hold back man-at-arms when they start getting deployed in large numbers. You now have an outpost going up from the English, so you will get the network of castles there. Horsemen are fighting these reinforcing units. He will take out this villager, which is the one trying to build this outpost there. And picking that off means he does deny the network of castles, reducing his opponent's ability to attack him. You have this early man-arms right here. It's very hard even for horsemen to deal with the early man-arms. They do 9 damage, have 125 health. And the early man-arms do have 120 health, so slightly less, but 1 more damage, and of course, 3 more hack armor. We got the English forces pushing way forward. You have Pierce armor being researched by Abbasid Dynasty. He's a bit concerned about the longbowmen. And now you have the outpost going up. Horsemen now moving around, trying to find an engagement. Maybe try to hit these reinforcing longbowmen. Got some batteries now being plotted by the man-at-arms. Horsemen now trying to overrun these longbowmen. They're getting some good damage onto them. Does got one longbowman there, denying the reinforcements. Network of castles about to go up. This is a secondary town center. So Abbasid Dynasty player does get the second town center out. Does have a good number of villagers on the field. But is lacking enough military force to deal with these battering rams. Scout does go down. Does get the town center garrisoned on up. You may want to get these villagers now on the other side of the town center, get some torches on in. Do have enough horsemen gain some damage onto these battering rams. Horsemen do, of course, do bonus damage versus siege. Town center now it's going to be garrison. Man armor charging forward, get some good damage there on the horsemen. Also receive quite a bit of damage there. Does bring in some other villagers here to get it repaired on up. Try and deal with these man at arms right now. Now he's trying to torch down the battering ram. Needs to go to the other battering ram. Town center will go down. Does take out both battering rams. These villagers need to get on out of there. Man at arms still being very, very problematic. Does have a lot of pierce armor for them. He does have pierce damage, so they do 2 damage per arrow against these man at arms. Horsemen do fall back there, getting some good picks, but they're also very wounded. The English is approaching enough wood there for another battering ram. Does get enough wood there now. You now got textiles and hack damage being researched by the Abbasid Dynasty player. He's really trying to go through the man-at-arms armor with the horsemen. The only thing the English needs to do to stop those horsemen from connecting to man-at-arms is simply just get out some spearmen or just pull out some more men-at-arms. Battering now push way forward. Does have a good escort of longbowmen now. And now some of these houses will be battered down. And right now he's already at pop cap, so let's put him more in pop cap. He's very low in wood. This will go down. He will find the reinforcements here, but the spearmen do find some damage onto these horsemen. Archers trying to push way forward. Does pick out some longbowmen there. Very nice. Trying to focus on these spearmen. Longbowmen not falling back, trying to get some damage there onto these archers. We do not have these batteries not pushing way forward. The rest of these sheep are still being gathered up. He's getting some more horsemen over here. Now his battering rams will be putting some holes in these housing there. He's gonna fall back. Or I'm not sure what he's trying to do. I think he's a little bit indecisive at the moment. He's pretty far away from protecting his town. He's going to lose 2 more housing there. That's will put him top cap.
سيروا إلى الأمام. إلى الأمام الآن.
More battering rams impacting with the outposts now. Outpost does go down. Horsemen will find an opportunity to hit those battering rams. Archers push way forward. Archers are getting ripped apart by the longbowmen. Archers now engaging. Horsemen now closing on in. There's no spearmen here. The horsemen will get some good work. These horsemen will collapse on in as well. The longbowmen may actually go down here. And looks like Yellow's backing on off. Just simply does not have enough force here, and he will lose more forces on the retreat. A good amount of this base has been cleaved through. He still has a good number of villagers compared to his opponent. But right now, he's having trouble with food income. He may have 27 villagers on food. The English player does have a little less food income, but overall, the solid food base here is just providing a lot of good income. He is maintaining some good berry collections on the map.
Hold on.
Got these banners pushing forward. One of them's a little bit damaged. And with 4 battering rams, he should be able to cleave through his opponent's base quite easily. Horseman Archer trying to find another flank. And as well, this is the primary town center, and this is the house below. If these 2 structures go down, he loses. Stable does pull out more and more horsemen before going down. He's going to find some more reinforcements and cut them off. Red is may want to push on forward. His victory is very close. I think taking on this force is actually a bit of a mistake. Horseman now trying to overrun these forces here. Now this force now pushing way forward. He has a great damage there on the archer range. Now he's going to take on the town center. These horsemen now pushing way forward. He's going to have to take out these battering rams. One of them is quite damaged. Primary center is receiving a bit of fire there. And now the reinforcements now deny. He's going to come back with his primary force and will get a relatively large flank. Village not taking time to torch down the battering rams. Does focus on the wounded one. Very good. Horsemen now hitting the man-at-arms. Archers are hitting man-at-arms as well. Now the other set of horsemen will flank in, hitting the longbowmen behind. And now the English forces are now completely surrounded and will go down. Barons are being forced back. Let's get another battering ram kill there. These villagers need to fall back. Council is a little bit wounded there. And the English player is pretty low on food. He does get some more villagers on food now. And all the horsemen do go down. The man-at-arms still being very, very problematic for him. Horsemen now trying to deal with the battering ram. They should be able to get the battering ram, which poses no more threat to the town centers. The archers still advancing forward. They'll just need to get outside the town center now and start repairing and start collecting resources. He does have a good reserve of wood for additional farms. Both players are pretty far away from aging up. Trying to go from outpost here. Does lose a couple of these villagers. And this outpost will quickly going down. These man-at-arms are doing 13 damage per torch. And the outpost was saved with 1 health remaining. Outpost has been destroyed with 0 health remaining. Taking time to repair up the town center. Got these horsemen finding another good flank there, picking off these reinforcements. The man-at-arms do have their hack armor as well. He has all the research here, barring the basic mining research. Man-at-arms do go down. This outpost will go down. Granted, it's mostly getting hit by arrows. There's the outpost if I'm able to click on it. It has been set ablaze and should burn down quite easily now. Horseman does find engagement here, does find some exposed English villagers. Very, very good. And now the English is pretty close going to the next age. Just need a bit more gold there. Man-at-arms being picked off one at a time. Right now, the Abbasid Dynasty player does have a very large army in the field, 69 to 44. The quality is also much higher as well. Right now, there's 43 villagers on food. That should get him a absurd food collection rate. Yeah, he has already doubled his opponent's food collection. His water collection is actually quite low, and his gold collection as well. That's what's holding back from going to the next age. He has too many villagers on these mills, but he may have a mark on the field. Horsemen now trying to close on in. There's no more man-at-arms for escort. And with these horsemen gain some great damage on in, the archers could just be a move forward. Looks like there's a couple man-at-arms still actually alive. Horsemen are needed, both hit the longbowmen and these man-at-arms. They need to hold back the man-at-arms as best they can. Large number of these man-at-arms are now quite wounded. And now do you have the next age for the English. The Abbasid Dynasty player is still very far from going to the next age. Needs a lot more gold. Currently there's no gold being collected. Not sure where his gold deposit is at. It may run dry. Got some of the berries running dry as well. Now we've got regular man-at-arms deployed on the field. If it goes for armor-clad, these things will be nearly invulnerable. Military wing being deployed on the field, which gives them 2 free camel riders. But also gives them access to not only boot camp, but also a composite bow. He's going to need to stall out, wait till that gets deployed out. He has to wait out for another minute 3, then get another 48 seconds for the research. You can go for more archers to help hold the line until that point. Right now, the English player is just being very defensive, which is good for yellow. They're going to collect up these berries. Very nice. More of the berries being collected on up. We got these forces starting to make their way forward. He does have decent defense force here. Military wing is still 30 seconds away from being completed. It is going to be a timing attack against the Abbasid Dynasty. He has to hold on a little bit longer. Now they got armor clad, giving the men-at-arms +2/+2 armor, giving them up to 8 armor there. At this point in time, it's probably best the Abbasid Dynasty does not go for pierce damage. That's what still be useful versus the veteran longbowman, but he needs to make sure he needs to get the composite bow research as soon as he can, because that will actually provide an actual damage increase against the man-at-arms. Right now we just have mass archer for the Abbasid Dynasty. And now going for composite bow, going for pierce damage, and the veteran archer research. This gold deposit is almost cleaned on up. 64 gold remains. He's going to abandon it. Going for this gold deposit here now. Let's get the free 2 camel riders. They're not going to last on long. Some mangonels would be very useful. Pushing pretty far into space. Let's have some farms here. Mangonel now complete. He needs to get this thing firing against either the longbowman or the man-at-arms. Those can be useful. Let's find a small hit there onto the man-at-arms. Finds a really bad miss there. Maganel finds a really bad miss on the longbows as well. He is going to hold the line on top of the Maganel. Maganel finds a much better hit there than the previous launches. Venom archers are receiving quite a bit of damage there. Does hit some longbowmen now. Man-at-arms receiving quite a bit of damage there, but these man-at-arms are pursuing these villagers. He needs some crossbows. He's getting some crossbows out now. Does get a good hit there. Does find a good hit there. His man-at-arms still hacking across some of these villagers. Red has a superior number of villagers at the moment. I think he's gone for the King's Palace. Maganel does see a bit of fire there. Does get inside the town center. Arrows firing away, but now there's man-at-arms everywhere. They have some Helons deploying field. They do 11 damage. They do 2 swipes with the high armor of the man-at-arms. Helons are horrendously bad versus English man-at-arms. So their ability is to do 2 swipes rather than just 1, which will make it so they do 11 damage times 2, but gets the man-at-arms up to 8 armor in this age, and they can go up to 12 damage. They will likely only do 8 damage for 2 swipes. More Gilons push way forward. He needs more crossbows, needs more Maganels. That is forcing now engaging. Maganel does find a good hit there. Got some crossbows here as well. Got the network of castles now brought on the field. The archer force is starting going down. He is losing some of his crossbows as well. He's going for boot camp now. Honestly, boot camp something should have gone for a long time ago. Got these villagers a little bit idle. Elon's push way forward, gets good damage. You now have the man-at-arms seem a bit damage that being focused down, but losing a good number of villagers there, trying to abandon to this outpost there. And right now, Red's killed off 35 villagers, Yellow's down to 63 villagers. He does have 2 town centers on the field, or building another town center. He's very far behind in villager production. So we got these longbowmen moving around, got more villagers here trying to pull out some more farms, but they will go down. Archers push right forward, gets good damage there onto the crossbows. Get a good hit there onto those longbows. Man-at-arms push way forward. Get good hits there onto those longbows or crossbows. And these longbows are getting hit by these archers. But he has killed a number of those villagers. Yellow's now down to 53 villagers. I think it's going to be a... Yellow's just disintegrating. Having trouble dealing with all the man-at-arms. Honestly, in my opinion, Feudal Age man-at-arms need to be toned down. I think the best way for Feudal Age man-at-arms to be toned down is if their Pierce armor gets reduced down to 2 and it gets back upgraded to 3 when they reach the man-at-arms research. Longbows, crossbows, and man-at-arms push right forward. Going for another Maganel, very nice. Now trying to torch down this outpost and go down very shortly. 2 Maganels spawn on the field. This can do some great work versus these man-at-arms. Finds a great hit there. These villagers starting going down. Man-at-arms charging forward. volley there, taking out the number of those longbows. Man-at-arms charging forward, getting some more hits, and we've got another harassing force of these man-at-arms. There's some crossbows in the back line to hit them. I just forgot about them. Magnell's getting overran, and more of these man-at-arms are starting to go on down. Man-at-arms pursuing the Magnell. Magnell's getting some repairs now. And we got more of these forces pushing on forward. Seeing a bit more damage. Nice bit of Magnell shot there. And the English player is starting to fall on back. He may be able to get out some battering rams. Got some more. Got a spring gold here by the English player. Very nice. This Magnell can't go down. More man is pushing him forward. Horse charged and pushes his way forward, getting some damage onto some various infrastructure. These players starting to advance on forward, trying to get some more damage on in. Yellow's trying to counterattack as well. And sorry, my lunch is not agreeing with me. Sorry about that. One moment.